I'm a damn good doctor. And I'm not ready to pack it up and go to the glue factory yet. I want more. I deserve more.
You know, I grew up in a kind of a hard-scrabbled Western Pennsylvania steel town. And when I was very young, I was the target of bullies for a lot of my childhood. And so I found refuge in the local movie theater. And that was kind of my oasis, my safe space. And that's where I was exposed to my very first mentors, whether it was, Clint Eastwood as the outlaw Josie Wales, or Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, or Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And along the way of, seeing these individuals as mentors, it also planted the seeds of wanting to get into a career of entertainment, film. There's just from the very beginning something magical about watching those flickering lights up on that, 50-foot tall movie screen. I've loved film. I've loved entertaining people, and that's the nexus for me. Made my way out to Hollywood in '87, and more or less haven't looked back. Some people are more fortunate than others that they identify that spark at a young age. Some people, unfortunately, never identify it. But it's that marriage of passion and correct action working in tandem that ultimately, leads towards success.
Come on, Pug, come on! Let's see what you got. Nice kick. Not bad. Better? Good, but not good enough. Come on, get up!
My major in college was political science. I was not a theater major. I think, being a theater major, you would get a tremendous background in a lot of things that I didn't initially have. I came out to Los Angeles and studied acting in private classes, which a lot of people do. A lot of people go to, there's Strasberg, and there's all sorts of different acting schools, all of which are, or some of which are very, very good. So I kind of went to the, I don't want to say the school of hard knocks of acting, but I went to a less structured and formalized program. But what it did do was allow me to start embarking on my professional career earlier. And so a lot of what I didn't learn in a formalized university program, I was learning on and in the trenches type education of, going out, auditioning, making mistakes, learning, growing, doing plays, understanding how the business worked, getting on sets. Getting on a set as a young actor is an incredibly important thing. There's a whole vernacular that's used in filmmaking, which if you don't know it, it's like a different language sometimes. And, you generally, you don't know it until you work around it. I was very fortunate when I did Karate Kid 3, which was a major studio film. I was on the film for a couple months, and you can't help but through osmosis absorb a lot of really important information that helps you grow, not only as an actor with the artistic aspect of it, but the business and practicality aspect. You learn how to behave and conduct yourself on a set, and what different people are doing and why it's important and how it fits into the overall tapestry of the film being made.
Oh, we need to talk.
I kind of feel like you're not being honest with me.
What did you tell us about your sister?
What do you want to know?
What I want is for you to tell me what the hell happened at that house.
Listen, you're the show, okay? The fans know it, Gloria knows it. Okay, everyone knows it. What good does that do for me? I show up every day, I learn 40 pages of dialogue, I hit my mark, and I deliver every time. Look, speaking of time, it's running out for me. I'm 45 years old, okay? I mean, this is a young man's game here. I don't know how much time I have left, and it's just that I know I can do something.
One of the most important qualities that I've demonstrated, which has made a big difference in my career, is tenacity, persistence. Many times I have not been the first choice I wasn't the first choice for Karate Kid 3. They hired someone else, and he worked for about a week, and then they hired me. So, for me, I don't necessarily care if I'm the first choice as long as I'm the guy that finishes it. And I don't know, there was just, I had, in my younger life, I had other times when I tried things out and did them and quit. It just didn't resonate with me. For some reason, with my acting career, it just is, over 3 decades, is something that I have never, ever thought about giving up. And I've had significant periods when I was unemployed. I've had periods when I've had some issues that just really, I wasn't sure I was going to work again. But through it all, I just, on the one hand, I was like, God, I don't know if I'm going to work again. But there was that other little part of me that was like, you're not going to stop. You're going to keep going. They're going to see what you can do. You got to stay in the game.
Karate's bad, boy.
Listen, by the time I'm finished with them, they're gonna be unrecognizable. And I think I know exactly how to do it. I think I'm gonna start by cutting off their legs.
I'm a show creator, producer, I'm a writer, and an actor. And there have been times in my career when maybe the acting isn't firing on all pistons, but the writing is, or the writing's, firing on all pistons and the producing isn't. But I think the more things that you can do, the more hats that you can wear as an entertainer, as a creative, the better opportunities start to present themselves to you. If you're in a room, and you're not just in a room as an actor, but you're in a room as somebody that's a content creator, somebody that has the ability to produce, it's invaluable. It really gives you a significant leg up. As an actor, probably one of the things that has made the biggest difference in my career is my ability to write and rewrite dialogue that I have, whether I'm working on, Bold and the Beautiful or anything, I'm able to look at the dialogue and, sometimes tweak things that would work better for me. And, of course I run them by the producers and, you have to get permission and you don't always get that. But if you have the ability to take what's good and tweak it just a little bit so that you can be great in it, it's a really big asset.
This is exactly what we've been waiting for. This is what we want. I have got like a pile of shit on my plate right now.
I'm your daughter.
What the hell does she want from me? I'm not equipped to be anyone's father. Hell, I don't even have my own father.
With writing, get in a writer's group, get into a disciplined schedule where you're writing every day. I don't write every day, but for instance, I'm in the process of completing the sequel to Way of the Cobra. I've been writing, 3.5, 4 hours pretty much every day. And to do that, especially when I'm filming, I got to get up at like 5 a.m. and do it. You just have to discipline yourself to do it. And you also have to give yourself the freedom and latitude that, you might have a day, you might have 5 days where you just write crap. You're like, this just sucks. This is terrible. Okay. But it's the diligence and the self-discipline of forcing yourself to do it that is what a professional does. The same with acting. It's like, do something, take action. Okay. But be very clear whether you love acting and you want to act, or you love acting and want to become a professional actor, because they're two very different things. If you love acting, hey, go do some community theater, and that's great. Find a play, do it, and that's wonderful. But if you want to be a professional actor and you're in, Kenosha or something like that, it probably ain't going to happen. You need to say, okay, I need to go to New York. I need to go to Los Angeles. I need to go to Atlanta, and I need to have enough money that I can live basically for a year, and work a crummy job that allows me to work nights so that I have my days free to audition and go to acting class. You have to plot it out. And I just want to wish everybody who's watching this all the best. Go for it. Don't let anyone tell you no. I can't tell you how many people told me no. If you've got a dream, if you've got a song in your heart, if this is what you honestly believe you're meant to do, just don't ever stop.